Welcome back, my friends. It's Tack. Today we're going to take a look at the Schrade Schf 58. Technical specs. Overall length 8.1 inch. The blade length is 3.5. The weight is 6.7 ounces. Now the steel is 65 Mn high carbon steel, and the handle scales are made out of G10. I'll give you a couple close-ups. Here's the handle scales for you. Little lanyard hole. The shape does look a little on the wacky side, but it actually fits really well. I was surprised. This to me is almost like a skinning knife or small tasks, stuff like that. Full tank construction. Now the one thing right off the rip I don't like is the metal protrudes from the G10. I never like it when knife companies do that. It just doesn't feel as good, and it seems like it transmits shock more because that metal, I don't know, it just seems like that to me because more of the metal is exposed instead of being encased in the G10 or whatever. Now, it's kind of a drop point with a partial hollow grind. Let me take a look at the bevel real quick. Now, this one's going to be hard to see, guys, because this thing is really fine, but it does look perfect. Seems adequately sharp. I like that little finger groove right there. Seems like it holds you in well. A little bit of a ramp with some jimping. It's not too aggressive. It seems just about right. Now here's the sheath it comes with. Plastic sheath. Some eyelets. Comes with a little ferro rod. That's always cool. There's your belt loop there. Very skinny. I don't think my leather belt, well, it might just fit through this. And it is reversible left and right, which is always good to see. Check for rattle. Well, probably going to rattle with this darn sharp or ferro rod on there, but I'll try to hold it. No, nothing really. But I noticed this isn't the tightest fit. I mean, it seems like it just comes out too easily. I mean, you barely, yeah. So the retention is a little bit loose on this sheath. Let's check out the ferro rod that came with it. Oh yeah, it works good. Now let's try the spine of the knife. Come on now. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, not a whole lot. No, this really ain't doing it much. No. I mean, barely, but you're better off just using this raw piece of steel right here. Yeah, that works really well. Yeah, so the back of the spine, not so great for throwing sparks. A little bit, just not much. Okay, how about the initial sharpness? Let's try that. Let's just check it in all different areas. Right off the rip, it definitely seems very controllable. Yeah, it seems pretty darn sharp. So the sharpness is decent. Let's see how the handle is for some hammer stabs. No slippage yet. No shock, but I am feeling a little bit of a hot spot right there on my ring finger. Not that you'll really be stabbing wood, but hey, it's just to test it in all different areas. But it is holding me in very well. And it is penetrating pretty good. And that's what she said. Now obviously this thing is way too small to baton, so we won't do that. I'm just kidding, of course we're going to do that. And yeah, on a piece that's probably way too big. Let's do it. Wow, bit right in nicely. Now this tip is very fine. This ain't for this, so if I break it, I'm overusing the tool. It's kind of obvious, but hey, what the hell, right? Let's see what this thing could take. It's doing it. Wow. Oh shit. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it looked like it handled it too. I'll make this a little bit smaller for some kindling for the fireplace. Boy, it bites right in though. Oh, there goes my sheath. Wow. Yeah. Man, the new finishes they're putting on these Schrades, they're holding up really well. Let's see how this edge held up. Do some fine whittling. Yeah, getting little curly cues, really fine ones. Don't ever draw next yourself. No, don't ever do this. Don't ever do what I'm doing. I'm just doing this because you're not supposed to do this. Because I'm that type of guy. No, I've actually got myself once and went, whoosh. That's what that scar is from. I got that shit when I was making nunchucks like 30 something years ago. I was doing it the wrong way. Still seems pretty sharp. We'll do just some fine push cuts and bury it. Yeah. So the edge retention ain't bad. Close up. Everything seems to be in order. Like I said, even the finish held up very well. So not a bad little knife. So overall, what do I think about this little knife, SCHF 58? Well, the handle shape is good. The blade geometry is good. I like the ramp, the jimping. The only thing is, like I said, that metal protruding from the scales is what I was thinking was giving me that hot spot. So if they just level that out a little bit more with the handle scales, I think it'll be just fine. The retail, I'm not really sure. I'm guessing street price will be something like 20, 25 bucks. So for 20 bucks, it's definitely worth the money. As always, I appreciate you guys checking out your man Tack. And until the next time we meet.